in a little bit of an advantage here. He wants to make sure that they can get the vision, and the hook lands.
It does. It's going to go on tilt. He's in a lot of trouble. Can he get out? He's going to flash. He's fine for now. We're going to see the calling come out for Shruti, but it's not going to matter. He dashes out. We do see that Dorjan gets hurt. Loki does see a lot of trouble. Tilted did fall at the end, but the ultimate came out, and it looks like Harry X is going to get himself a kill. No, Loki doesn't actually survive.
Fruition. And now he's going in.
Tilted flash. He gets caught down. Nurse is going to try to use any kind of barrier that she can get, but it's not going to be enough. The Just Punch does knock up Hero, and they're looking for the fight here. Nurse trying to get out. There's Stone Gates would use Flash from Hero, but they're going to get one. They're going to look for the other. There's the chilling fight. Hero's going to get down. Double kill going over to Loki Dosi.
Bit of extra vision.
Ultimate. Going to use. Yeah, he's going to hit on AK, but he's going to be fine. Use the quickness and the Grand Engine. Get the 3-man charm so far. Mango getting super low, but it looks like any more fights going to happen. Toad's going in. Drops trying to get the buff on himself, but he's going to snare up Indigo, but does not matter. The Impale's going to be cleansed away. And now the fight's going to go in. That's going to be 1 kill going over the side of Cetra. That's 3 kills on the side of Cetra. No one's going to go down. They're trying to make something happen. Doesn't matter. It's going to be a clean ace for Cetra.
And essentially how they're playing this.
They're going in, looking for the fight. There's the Vanguard's dead. They're trying to kill. Oh no, but they're not able to get him. The taunt comes out. Sandillian's going to flash forward. He does freeze him up. He's going to use the Zoe. His heroic entrance is there. You see the GA pop there hard. He might be able to be taken down. Finally, he is. This might be the fight they want. Moody's in there. He uses Cloud Gems. There's the stopwatch being used. Friedman's going to fall. Oh no, looks to be the next target. Meanwhile, we got Cerberus trying to push. He's doing what Tanzoni did last game. Hello everyone and welcome to week 3, day 2 of the Nightfall Champions League. I'm your host, you can call me Gaiken, and we only have one matchup tonight, or one series, due to some scheduling conflicts. Joining me though is going to be Recon 5's very own C+ top laner, the loading screen Hanzo. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, how are you, Gaiken?
It would be better if we could see your face actually, it's just a loading screen.
Interesting. I have the camera on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... You're a loading screen tonight, that's all that matters. But through all that, we do have... Oh, wait a minute.
This works.
Oh, there we go. Now it's working. There he is. There's the man of the hour. But with that being said, tonight's matchup is going to be between... I completely... Yes, Cetra Gaming and Impulse Ghosting. I was more worried about seeing your face than I am about the game. Cetra Gaming taking on Impulse Ghosting. Both teams having a bit of a rough showing into the Champions League. So we'll have to see how they are able to pull things out tonight. But tomorrow we will be having the makeup match that we did miss tonight at 7:30 Eastern. It is going to be Recon 5 taking on Polar Ace Gaming, or Polar Ace Academy, excuse me. And Hanzo, you're playing in that. How do you feel?
I'm pretty excited. I think it'll be a good match. Polar Ace hasn't been performing very well recently. Definitely like a lot worse than they were last season. So I'm pretty hopeful going into it. I think we got it in the bag.
All right. But that is for tomorrow to come. Today, like we said, Cetra will be taking on Impulse. How do you think this matchup is going to go? Both teams kind of look like they've been struggling. Like you said, Polar Ace is one of those teams as well who hasn't been showing up like they did last season.
Yeah. I have a lot of hope for Cetra. I think they're a really good team and had a very I think they had a very hard first few sets. I know they played Fruition. I forget who they played week 2 or whatever week they didn't play Fruition, but I think both of these teams are pretty good. We ended up playing Impulse, and they definitely put up a fight. We ended up taking the series 2-1. So, definitely excited to see where these teams stand between each other.
Yeah, Cetra Gaming took on Schism in the first week, and they beat them. Yeah. But as we do remember, Schism didn't have their main top laner once Dax came back into the picture. It was a totally different story. So we'll have to see how Cetra's able to hold up. Just like you said, Impulse Ghosting. They took on Fruition in the first week and lost, and then they also took on you guys and lost. So Impulse Ghosting has a little bit of work to do, but as most of the people know in this league, your team Recon 5 as well as Fruition Premier is probably the strongest teams coming into this. So it's almost no surprise that they lost to both of your teams. So maybe playing against somebody who might be more on their level could be what they need to have done to really bring themselves back up. Because I can imagine it's probably pretty disheartening coming into a new league and losing your first 2 weeks very easily.
I mean, I think Fruition definitely gave them a run for their money because Fruition is, I think, standing at the top right now. As for us, I don't think we played amazing that series, but I definitely think they saw where the power lies in our team, so maybe they'll come back and find another way to bring it back against us. But for now, we were able to take the win over them, which is all that matters in the end. So hopefully they can shape up as a team and start rolling.
Hopefully. We should be getting started soon. The pro draft is set up. Cetra will be starting on the blue side with Impulse on that red side. And we all know the side advantages. What do you think is going to have to happen? We saw that Kale has been a very big factor. We saw it Monday that Kale was a huge factor for both of the teams playing in the second set between, or not second. Excuse me, yeah. In the second series, Schism versus Lakeside. Is Kale something that we have to worry about as a whole, or maybe it's just because those teams are just really adept with that champion?
I think Kale is, at least last patch. I'm not sure about her this patch. I know some nerfs came through her really like targeting points where she shouldn't be strong and then help like fixing points where she should be strong. Like, for example, I believe her W got buffed in laning to give her a bit of that, extra oomph, so trading isn't as poor. Whereas her E damage got nerfed as well as her health per level or health scaling regen. But I think she's still definitely going to be prominent. I think she's strong in the right hands as well as other champs like Urgot. So we'll definitely see what will come out this series. I think Toads is definitely proficient on the Urgot, which I'm expecting to see this series as much as possible.
Yeah.
So we'll see what each side does. Your Nurse on that Ari definitely gave us a run for our money. Game 2. So might see that come out. Might see some bans put forth.
Yeah, but we do have the pick band started, etc. They're starting off with a good Thresh band. Aurelia is going to follow for their second one. Zoe has been banned out. Let's see what else is to come from their side. Zoe's been one of the champions that people are kind of back and forth on, it seems like. Like, I hear that Zoe's not really that good, but then she's overpowered, and there's never really a good middle ground with her.
I think it's very hard to balance a champion like her because of how I want to say simplistic. She has like it's a very linear type thing that she does. She has that wave clear with her Q, that one ability that is the most like 80% of her damage in her kit, like 70-ish. So if they overtune it only just slightly, you'll definitely see her rise to prominence, and I think that's what they did recently, and I think that's why she's such a high priority pick. So.
But then we see the Rek'Sai is taken away. She's been very, very good in these recent patches, showing quite a favor to most teams in the Vladimir and then the Hecarim, who definitely has seen not really even really a buff, more like a bug fix that just turned into be a huge buff with this Q actually stacking.
Def.
But Cetra, they're going to lock in the Lucian first pick. The Sejuani Braum is going to be picked up by Impulse right afterwards, and we're going to see the Jarvan Galio. So kind of the double wombos coming into play. Obviously, you have the Cataclysm with the heroic entrance, but then you have the Sejuani Glacial Prison with that Glacial Fissure on that Braum working in with the concussive blows and a lot of slows. Let's see what Impulse does for their final pick. Maybe they might try to go for an entire ice-themed team. I was kind of thinking about that today. It'd be kind of interesting to see.
Could see the Ash come out. You never know.
Oh, Tryndamere.
I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be... Okay. Tryndamere will be Varus. I was a bit excited.
All right, so Tryndamere is going to be Varus. So it's going to be Varus Braum in the bot lane. That's pretty potent. Unless it's Varus mid.
I wouldn't count on it. We haven't really seen that at all in any region. But, you never know. But the Varus Braum is definitely a very oppressive one.
Yeah, especially if they hit level 6, he throws out the ultimate, and that can spell death for just about anybody. The Galio will be very tanky if, well, we expect him to be support. But if they catch that Lucian out, it's going to be really hard to get away. Even if you have the Galio taunt, Varus isn't the champion who has to get really close in order to inflict a lot of damage.
For sure. We do not see the Ahri ban yet for the side of Cetra. Your nurse proved very proficient on that in our series, going I believe 14-0 or something crazy like that.
There it was. Yeah, that's interesting to see if they might not be scared of it. It's not going to be banned out so far.
The Zillion ban. I think that's going to be a Zillion ban.
I don't know how I feel.
Honestly, I would not mind if that champ was removed from my games. I do not like playing against Zillion.
Yeah, Zillion can be kind of a pain, especially with the Chrono break, but the Akali is going to be banned out last, so the Ahri's still up. Your nurse can take it. I mean, like you said, your nurse had a very, very good showing with that champion, utterly dominating you guys in the second game, which was what gave him that win.
Yeah, absolutely. Surprised they got let through. Swapping it out for the Akali ban. Let's see what Impulse answers with.
Corki. Alright. Corki's been very strong in the mid lane. We've seen a lot of exceptional play from Paddy's Wagnon on the Corki. He's played it quite often in the Champions League so far. It's had pretty good success, even if they haven't won necessarily all their games with him. He himself has been playing exceptionally well with that champion. With the changes, making Corki pretty much 90% magic damage throughout.
I'm excited for this pick. This is Kessler's patented Talia that I've heard so much about.
Kessler's patented, huh? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm holding up some hype to that then. We'll have to see if it's up to the tilted LeBlanc or the Tanzo Riven that you never get to play. Urgot's gonna come in though, so
that's what I figured. Toads are.
Oh, and then we see Jack's counter pick coming up.
It's gonna be hard lane for Urgot.
So I was about to ask. So the Jax plays really well into Urgot then.
Yeah, it's just the fact of the Urgot activates the W and the Jax gets the dodge 5 stacks immediately, and he gets the out trades for the most part. We'll see how it gets played out though.
Alright, well, I think you need to move down into the spectators. There we go. And then we should be ready to roll. Looks like everyone's going to be setting up. We get into that client pick ban phase. So looking at this at the moment, we're going to see... We have to remember it is a Varus instead of Tryndamere. You would have definitely loved to see the Tryndamere game. But we have the Kessler patented Talia. We have Toad's Urgot in the top lane, although he will be playing into the Jax. We'll have to see how all of that fares for him. I mean, it could be the same scenario as when Dax was playing the Kale, and he's supposed to lose early on, and he solo kills his opposing laner.
It's true. As much as these counter picks are, they are counter picks, I think a player's, their mechanics and their own play is going to come in more than that specific matchup. Almost always.
Yeah, well, I'll have to be right back, ladies and gentlemen. There was a giant crash. I don't know if you heard it, but I want to see what's up. Gonzo, take the roll.
Yes, sir. So we're seeing here for the side of Impulse, we see the Jax, the Sejuani, Corki, Varus, and Braum. For the side of Cetra, we're going to see the Urgot, to Jarvan, Talia, Lucian, and Galio. Top lane definitely going to be Urgot favored. In laning, I think Urgot is just too strong, but that Jax is definitely going to eventually overpower the Urgot. I'd say around level 9 or level 10, you'll see Jax starting to get in that side lane. As for the Jarvan and Sejuani, I think it's just going to be about how Impulse reacts to the early Jarvan pressure. I don't think Jarvan wins 2v2. I think on any mid or top, because of that Sejuani. He may win it mid depending on how Talia plays it. He gets the lockdown and then Talia's able to hit that W. But topside, the Jack Sejuani is such a strong 2v2. As for the bot side, Lucian Galio into the Varus Braum. Or the Varus. Yeah, the Varus Braum. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to go. I know Lucian, as a champion, is very, very lane/mid-game dependent. He has a lot of early priority on almost every AD carry. But they do have the Braum Varus. If that Braum is able to tag either the Galio or the Lucian, they may be able to get something done. But I definitely think Jarvan's going to be wanting to look to that bot side with that ultimate on top of Galio's. There's going to be a lot of lockdown available and a lot of gank potential.
I do agree. I definitely think, yeah, I'm back. It snuck in. I do agree. I think that the Jarvan's going to have to look bot quite a bit to make sure things are going to go well. Varus is a very immobile champion, and while he does have a little bit of slow, they can easily expunge his flash.
Yeah.
So that could be where we see, but we've seen a lot where the Jarvan jungle hasn't been ganking, quite a bit. They seem to be more farm focused.
Definitely interesting. I would definitely say Jarvan's power comes from that gank potential. Like, he has the EQ combo. He's one of the most proficient level 2, level 3 gankers in the game. So I definitely think we should see some of that abused for the side of Cetra. But honestly, it just comes down to how Impulse plays it. If they play up early and Jarvan is able to get those ganks off, it's going to be really hard to stop them, considering how heavy prio almost all of these lanes have early. Talia into the Corki. I know Corki is a very safe, very scaling laner, so he won't be able to really save Impulse if the rest of the map kind of falls behind. We definitely see a very strong scaling comp coming out of Impulse, so we'll see.
Yeah, definitely in the top lane, that Jax is want to get online to where you get to split push through the entirety of this match. And if the Urgot is not, if Urgot's not able to take him down in a 1v1 situation, we've seen it I'm sure you've seen it too in your higher elo games where you've seen Jax, he's able to 1v2. It becomes so frustrating. So you have to either try to, use more resources than needed just to keep him from split pushing, but then you lose more on the map. It becomes a really hard way to balance it. I guess you can kind of say Jax is kind of like an Urgot in that sense too.
In a sense, I'd say he definitely has as much power as Urgot, but I think they both play different roles in their teams. I think Urgot offers that kind of frontline durability that can also throw out that damage, whereas Jax can be that split push threat that's always pulling those resources away from the objectives.
Did I say Urgot? I meant Yorick. My bad.
Oh,
I meant Yorick. Him and Yorick are kind of the same, where if they get ahead, it's so frustrating to stop their split push because they're able to take towers so fast. But if they're behind, they're not the type of champion you always want to see with your team. Now, we did see it work Monday with Lakeside Gaming. The Urgot spent a lot, or not Urgot, excuse me, Yorick spent a lot of time with this team, and they're able to win, but it's not the ideal situation, you could say.
No, most definitely not. I 100% attribute our I believe it was game 1 against Essentia week 1. I played that Yorick, and it was just so it demanded so much out of Essentia. They had to put so many resources into trying to kill me, and I mean, it got to a point where they just couldn't take me down 1v2 with that Galio Jarvan, and that's when you're pulling way too much away from the objectives, and the other side of the map just becomes a wash.
Yeah, that Yorick was amazing to watch. We do have a minute left in the spectator lay, so who do you think has this based on the draft?
Honestly, it could go either way. I think from their play-wise throughout the 2 weeks that I've seen them, I'm going to give it to Cetra. I think Cetra has extremely strong wins with Kessler and Toads, as well as this game drafting a Lucian Galio for the bot lane. I just think Impulse, they do have a lot of late-game threat, but I don't think they have anything to mitigate the early-game pressure that Cetra is going to output this game, and I think we're gonna see them fall apart if anything happens in that early game.
I will also give it to Cetra. Like you said, they've shown really strong potential coming into the Champions League, a little bit more than Impulse has. So we'll have to see if Impulse can prove us wrong. But both teams, they have different focus. One wants early game, as in Cetra, and Impulse wants to get to that later game, let the Corki scale up, as well as that Jax and even the Varus and Sejuani.
Absolutely.
But we are getting started. The draft is over. Getting into this loading screen now. Game 1 tonight, ladies and gentlemen, where we have our very own Cetra Gaming on the blue side. Toads on that Urgot in the top lane. The K-Man is a beast on that Jarvan in the jungle. Oh, man. Kessler's Talia will be on that mid lane. Indigo and Visual will be on that Lucian and Galio on the bot side. But on the red side of the map is going to be Impulse Ghosting with Rexless on that Jax in the top lane. Bluxy is going to be on that Sejuani in the jungle. We're going to see your Nurse on that Corki in the mid lane. And then Swifty and Heros on the Varus Braum in the bot side.
Alright. Do it. Let's see if we get any level 2 or level 1 action out of these teams. I definitely think they have the availability to invade on the side of Cetra with that Galio. Wow. The Dark Harvest coming out for the Talia. That is bold, if I do say so.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like I don't know what's going on with this directed camera stuff. Yep, it's not letting me have any, they messed it up even more.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, the directed camera's fine. So the spectator delay has been messed up, or not delay, but the spectator mode has been messed up for quite a while now, to where it used to when the directed camera would go to a specific champion, it would just pull them up in the left-hand bottom corner, right, and it'll show you their stats and all that stuff, their health and weather skills and everything. Then it stopped doing that, so you had to just pick one champion and put it there, and then directed camera would work. Well, now, since the update today, it's not letting me even have someone in the corner anymore. I have nobody.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So now we just have this odd-looking overlay with nothing there.
Oh, Corki taking a lot of damage. That'll be the first Dark Harvest stack of the game for Kessler.
I guess this is why Kessler's patented to the. He's already getting super aggressive. If your Nurse trying to get back into lane, Kessler's not even going to allow him. That lane's going to be used. Might be enough to deter him. Doesn't look like it, though. Your Nurse. No Ignite in the mid lane. We see Swifty. Oh, I was gonna say we see Swifty. He did take cleanse, and your Nurse took the heal. So at least they have some kind of heal on their team.
Yeah. We see the cleanse actually coming out for Swifty. I'm actually really happy about that. There's not gonna be a lot of There's not gonna be a lot Galio's gonna be able to do once he's able to cleanse that taunt. I think Varus is gonna be able to retaliate pretty well with the Braum.
Yeah, and there's no Ignite on the bot side for visuals, so it's not like they can get super aggressive. He has to worry about the Ignite killing him. Herox, though, did take the Ignite, so we'll have to see how that works out in their favor. But we shouldn't really see Bluxy ganking a whole lot until that level 6 Glacial Prison's online.
Jarvan down here. It is warded. He does have the red trinket, though.
That's something I'm seeing more of, is Jarvan taking the sweeper over the wards.
Yeah, that's just to complement his early pressure. Oh, we do see a gang, but he will not be able to get anything out of it. Yeah, it's just to complement the Jarvan pressure. If he gets those, if he finds the wards and is able to clear them, they're gonna have to really respect what Jarvan can do. And if they don't, well, it's gonna be a bad time.
Oh, so that loud bang, I don't know if anyone heard it, but the reason I went AFK for a second, since it's a little quiet right now in the game. Wait a minute, your Nurse gets thrown back by Kessler. He has to be careful. His Foster Bomb's going to come out. The damage is there. Kessler might be able to get him. The heal is going to be used already. He's going to flash away, but he misses all the rocks.
Interesting flash from Kessler there. Going to be a trade for the heal and the flash in the mid lane.
Wait a minute, Bluxy's in the mid lane now. He's looking for the return kill. Can he get knocked back into the tower? Flashes out, though. He's going to get the cleanse already going to use. First blood is going to go to your Nurse.
Damn.
Cleanse the lower, but in the top side, Rexless Forcing Toads to flash. He was thrown under tower, or he threw himself under tower, I should say.
Bold move coming out of Toads there, not respecting the fact that Jax had to counter strike up at all, having his own flash forced.
Oh man, action all over the place. But anyway, I thought there was no action happening. I was proven wrong. So the loud crash that happened, my daughter decided that she was gonna stack up my old CD case and a 24-pack of root beer, trying to get on top of the microwave to get the mouse for the TV, the computer in the living room, and fell. She is one smart kid. That is ridiculous. She's a problem solver, that's for sure.
Damn, that Jarvan is outpathing that Sejuani really bad. I think we saw Sejuani split her bot camps, and they're really clear, and we see that with the 31-15 CS lead. Jarvan.
Excellent though, he's going in. Toes might not be able to win this. A little bit of trading, not too much. Oh, still not working.
Pretty normal stuff. Jarvan getting that back off, getting that. Skirmishers say we're opting for the Juggernaut or the Cinder Hulk. Seeing that Cinder Hulk buff coming in, we might be seeing more of these tank junglers and less of the Rek'Sai with the warrior and such.
Rex was forced to hop away.
Yeah, like I said, that lane, I mean, Jax is going to scale him, but for now that Urgot has a lot of priority in that trading.
Do you think he's going to get nerfed soon because of that? Like, I mean, he does so much damage with it, being able to proc the Conqueror so fast. I mean, they don't even have to really nerf him. They just have to change it to where it's not considered an auto attack.
I think... I'm not sure. See, the thing with Conqueror is, I'm going to go on a little spiel. Try and make it as quick as possible. A lot of my champions are taking the new Conqueror rune, and it's making them so strong. Like champs like Riven and Aurelia and Jax and stuff like that. And ever since this rune came out, none of them were that strong, except Jax. I think Jax was always in a place. But I'm getting all of these, like, your champs are all busted, they all need to get nerfed, and personally, I just think it's the rune. I think Conqueror is extremely overtuned, and we've seen, like, constant nerfs coming out, but I think just the way the rune works makes it so proficient and so efficient, like, in laning and in the late game.
So I guess maybe we need changes to just the rune itself instead of the champions.
Yeah, bring back Fervor of Battle, man.
Fervor was nice to have. Game's fairly quiet though. Infernal Drake is going to be the first dragon up.
I see some big fights going down there. Both teams are going to want that.
BC actually used the blast cannon to get over into the pit. He's going to try to sneak it away.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think if Cetra is able to get this Infernal, which, like, they're not getting contested at all. Great job from them going off of the backs of Impulse Gaming, or Impulse Ghosting rather, and seeing that Sejuani topside. Just to be able to secure the Infernal Dragon.
That's going to be a huge... I don't want to say huge, but a nice way to slow down the scaling power of Impulse Ghosting now.
And taking advantage of the fact that they have this early game threat in the Jarvan, the Urgot, the Lucian.
Still very quiet outside of that first blood in the mid lane, which was kind of wonky, if anything. I mean...
Yeah, I think both sides had decent misplays, and after that flash from Kessler, I mean, the Bluxy on that Sejuani just came around through the Raptor camp. Was able to take him down.
Yeah, and then Kessler also used his cleanse a little too early, allowing Bluxy to case him in ice.
Do you see this Sejuani looking for something here in the mid lane?
Cleanses up as well as flash. There's the good position, but they're going for it. Just punch, there it is. He's gonna use the taunt. The breakable's up, but it's not gonna be enough. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Toads and Rexless, they're fighting it out. Does he have the damage? He does! And that's gonna be a solo kill for Toads. We do see Beast is in the bot brush. He's waiting for it. There's no wards there. He's level 6. The Cataclysm is ready. Gonna force a flash or two at least. when it is there. Visual, he's a flash double taunt coming in. There's gonna be the knockup. He doesn't have the cataclysm yet. Now he uses it, and they're both gonna be taken on. There's a stand behind me. Breakable's there. Is it enough? It is. Swifty's gonna stay alive now. Bluxy's in the bot lane. Indigo actually did get a double kill, and he's looking for more. Can he get out of there? Their taunt's gonna come in. The cleanse is gonna be used by Indigo. He has no mana, but it's not gonna be needed, and Bluxy's gonna have to flash out. And here's Kessler in the bot lane. He's gonna look for the kill, taking that tower shot actually. And now we see your nuts. Use the Valkyrie to get over. Kessler's just gonna die.
Oof. Alright, a lot of serious plays there. A decent misplay coming out from Kessler. I think he needed to either wait for that minion wave to crash or just not go at all, because if he was paying attention, he saw your nurse right behind him matching that roam. But good amount of kills coming over for the side of Cetra.
Yep, definitely worked. They gave Indigo a double kill. I thought Swifty and Herox was going to be able to get out, but their life bars are just low enough. Indigo was able to get under that tower.
That Jack's getting ravaged by Toad's Zerga. Saw that solo kill come out. I don't think that Jack should be taking those trades for that Urgot this early, especially when I believe he was in Toad's wave as well.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it now. He's 20 plus CS down at the moment. I mean, some of that's attributed to him dying in that solo kill, but even then, he was probably, still 10 to 15 down at around that amount. So.
Now we just gotta talk about this Corgi skin. I mean,
that skin just kills me. A little fight right now. Your nurse is showing him what's up. Doesn't save the control ward though.
will be blue buff going over. Now, your nurse was not able to get the blue buff. His wave was crashing in the mid lane as Bluxy was prepping that blue, so having the blue buff advantage for Kessler will definitely mitigate some of the lead that Nurse has. Kessler being able to shove in that wave and not really trade as much with your Nurse.
Love to see if Kessler can bring it back. So far, things aren't really going as we kind of thought, being at the patented Kessler Talia. But hold on, we might have something in the top lane. Beast is making his way up, and Rexless, he's at a half health bar. Cataclysm is online. Bluxy's making his way up as well. Gonna use that blast cone to go over to the Krugs.
This could be a really good situation for the side of Impulse Ghosting if Sejuani is able to stop this dive.
Could be. They do see him in the bush. And yeah, it looks like Beast is just gonna back away. Knows it's pretty bad.
Jax has to respect this early pressure. I mean, he's getting beat down. He has that teleport available though, so if he does get taken too low, he will be able to just back in TP fresh as new.
Oh man, Rexless can't even get up for farm. That's such a bad feeling right now. He is gonna back. But it looks like we're gonna see Swifty. He's going for that Blade of the Rune King first item. Do you think it's gonna be the on-hit Varus?
I would think so. I think we'll see the Blade into the Ginsus. They do have the triple tank on the side of Cetra Gaming, so Varus and Corki are going to be the main DPSers on the side of Impulse Ghosting. Also having that lethal tempo, so going to be able to dish out a lot of DPS. Gotta give it to...
Wait a minute.
Oh?
Valkyrie. He just Valkyried forward. I thought something was happening.
Yeah, the package coming through. We do have the second Infernal Dragon. Yep,
they're trying to get in there. Bluxy's trying to go forward. Can he get in? He does go forward. The Kessler is there. Does he have the smite? No! Indigo's on a killing spree. Heros is there, but here we see Kessler with the wall coming in. He's going to be able to knock him back. Ooh, nice move by Heros. He's not getting hit by the rock this time. He does give over another Dark Harvest stack. Here comes the taunt. Is it enough? No, it's not, but they're going to use the cleanse already. Kessler, he's in a lot of trouble. Visual's going to be taken out by the tower. Now Kessler gets taken out by your nurse.
And a little over ambitious from the side of Cetra there. I mean, they got the Infernal. You don't need to push forward there. You got what you wanted.
I mean, can't you just... I mean, sloppy from both sides so far.
Yeah, really.
Now Rexless, he's trying to fight Toads. He looks like he has the damage, gets tossed back, but he does. Nice jump! He gets out of the ultimate. Now your nurse is looking for Beast. Beast is just going to flag and drag away.
Now, I think it was a very, very bold move to think that Sejuani could force her way through and snipe away that Infernal, especially without... I believe Varus wasn't even there yet. Ooh, Jack's getting so low.
Rexless Rexless, he's playing a dangerous game staying up here.
I understand his
Luxie's
pain.
here though. Aggression Prince is gonna come out. Do they have the damage? Rexless taking his time. Doesn't want to go into. Oh, he gets hit anyway. Toads gets the kill. Now it looks like he's going for Bluxy. Does Bluxy have the damage? He will with your nurse on his way up. The Gatling gun, he's going to flash away, try to get as much damage down, but it's not going to be enough. The Phosphorus Bomb comes in, secures that kill. Your nurse on a rampage.
Beautiful snipe from Toes there on Rexalis, but the Corki roaming up and able to take down that Urgot. Not sure if that was shutdown cold.
Kessler's up here though, trying to look for the kill. Gets another Dark Harvest stack, and he's getting taken really low. Your nurse misses a rocket. Could have been crucial. He misses a second rocket, gets hit by a tower. He might have to back off of this one.
Ooh, fights everywhere. These are the entertaining games that I love to cast.
Hey, you're telling me I'm not prepared for this tonight.
It was going pretty slow in the early game until we saw those two Infernals, and then everything just hell broke loose.
Yeah, I will have to commend Swifty though. He was the reason they were able to secure the kill on the bot lane. He threw a beautiful ult out.
Yeah, he was able to snare both of them, I believe.
Yeah, he ensnared Kessler. Kessler used the cleanse kind of late, it looked like, and then it caught visual off under tower still. So beautiful play by him. Want to note that out, as I am a, Varus one trick sometimes.
Are you?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
The third Infernal gonna come out in however many minutes. Jesus, that's gonna be so good for this side of Cetra.
If they can get it. Now, I can't imagine that Impulse Ghosting is just going to let them have a third Infernal. We saw them. The first dragon, they let it go. The second dragon, they sent a couple people there. Now, I got to imagine the third one, they're just going to all out throw the entire force at him.
The whole cavalry.
Yeah, and the kitchen sink. Or actually, this manly Christmas Braum who holds a burning fireplace.
Oof, that Corki is getting really strong. 4-0. 144 CS.
It looks like Kessler is coming to the top side. Toads is going to push Rexalis away, but he's going to run into a very bad situation. He has the counter strike up. He gets thrown back. He's going to be forced to flash. This is going to be enough. No. Now Kessler gets a kill on the board.
Solace, I'm a bit disappointed, man. He played really well in our series. I'm not sure what's happened today.
Their nurse kind of sitting around. They're going over to the Rift Herald. They know something is up. Bluxy is here now. The Cataclysm is available, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do anything. They're actually focusing the wrong person. They're going to force Kessler to flash. Now the Rift Herald, I don't know who it went over to. It didn't say. But if Beast is going to go use the stopwatch to the heroic edges. Now it's going to be Uranus unstoppable. Looking for the taunt. Gets a two-man taunt. Is it enough, though? Uranus gets tossed back. Toads is here for the fight. Kessler is ignited up. He's super low. We're going to see Bluxy be taken down. Your nurse is chasing away visual. He doesn't have an auto. He gets the rocket. Now your nurse is going to try to get away from Toads right now. He's going to need to Valkyrie away. He will. Herox did flash. Use the stand behind me. There's a gust of blow. It's going to be enough, but we're going to see Kessler use the wall. He gets taken down. And your nurse is godlike now. Kessler.
3 kills coming over to your nurse.
Kessler
Now,
saving the opposing mid laner with that wall.
Cetra did get the Rift Herald for Galio there, but damn. Impulse Ghosting playing that fight really well, really abusing the fact that this Corki is just becoming a monstrosity.
I think that's a couple times now Kessler has disrespected your nurse.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing it here. I mean, 1-for-1 Kessler. Corki does have that package for this dragon. It's going to be a big fight. Everyone's moving towards it. Urgot has that teleport going to that top side. Oh no, he's walking down. This is going to be a good fight.
Definitely going to be a big one. The Winds of War comes out. They're already going to start the dragon. They're not going to waste any time. They're pulling it out of the pit. This is one of the benefits of being on red side. Have a bit of damage. Beast, he's waiting on the side. He has the ward down. He's going to fly dragon, but it's not going to be quick enough now. He's going to be taken down. Custom Blows is there. He's stunned up, and he is instantly deleted. Rexless gets a kill. Your nurse is actually forced to back up. And now it's 1-2 in terms of Infernals.
I mean, in that situation, we make the same mistake sometimes. They're putting 2 on the left side, 3 on the right side. You need to commit on one side. You need to put all the forces together.
Yeah, visual, though. He goes forward, gets a Just Punch and a taunt. Throws Bluxy back with the rock. Now Toad's on the backside. They're looking for the fight. He's going to be able to ult him up soon. No! Bluxy's able to get away. And Toad's is going to be shut down. Rexless is able to pick up that kill. Now Indigo is here. Herox is going to use the stand behind me to get out of there. Rexless in a little bit of trouble. The calling is available, but it's not going to be used. And that's going to be a nice, easy kill going over to the side of Impulse Ghosting.
Impulse really taking
Oh, visual. Trying to get a Justice Punch in, but he's going to be stunned up. Gusty blows are there. They're looking to force this tower. Alright, Impulse Ghosting, even though, I mean, they're up 1,000 gold. They're just picking the fights, and their Corki is unstoppable right now.
Yeah, I mean, 701 for the Corki. Most CS.
Oh, he baited Indigo. Indigo's gonna use the calling and the blade of the rookie. This might have been bad for your nurse. He could be a lot of trouble. He's gonna get shut down for his cocky plays.
Very well played by Indigo, hitting the full calling as well as getting those auto cancels in there in the double shot.
Oh, man.
That's going to be a huge shutdown going over to Indigo.
Yes, it is. I can't believe he was that confident in himself. Now it looks like Cetra Gaming's going to press forward. Rexless is here to back up the rest of his team. Swifty, if he gets a good ultimate out, he could really spell disaster for the enemy team. They have a lot of lockdown on the side of Impulse Ghosting. Nothing much else going to be happening. The Baron is up. Looks like Impulse is going to be getting some vision control over that objective. Could be looking for it very soon. Your nurse still very strong now, Rexless. He's found Kessler. Can he take him out? Counter-Strike is available. He's going to go for it. You see the cleanse already going to be used. He's going to throw him back. He's taking a lot of damage. Rexless has to get out there, and the rocks are going to shut him down twice now. From the side of Impulse Ghosting, they think they could kill anybody, and they just fail.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta respect the fact that the Talia does have Dark Harvest. There's a lot of burst for her as well as the Ludens. So,
wait a minute. TP here. Toads is going in. We see that Cataclysm is going to come out. Here's the Heroic Entrance. Only one member is there. The Glitch Fisher does hit Toads. It hits all three because the blows are on, but it doesn't matter if they're not getting propped. Herix is trying to get out of the Unbreakable. Is going to fall down now. Toads is super low, but he's throwing the damage out. Indigo's here. We see the flag drag forward. The Beast is in a lot of trouble. He gets taken down, but there's a three-man fear coming out. Toads is killing Herix. There's going to be 3 dead on the side of Impulse Ghosting. Only Bluxy, excuse me, is going to be the one left, and he's going to be getting out of there. Kessler using the wall to get into the fight as soon as possible.
great job from Toads there. He almost single-handedly won that fight, fearing 3 people.
Ooh, and they're going for Baron. Exilus is here. Bluxy has Smite and Flash. And he get the steal of a century. Rexus could get in there too with the Counter-Strike to try to stir things up.
Does have the level advantage.
Oh, but he's taking really low. He could be in a lot of trouble. Oh, flash forward from Indigo. He's going to look for the kill, but it might not be enough. He's going to be able to kill kill Rexless. And now he's got like Bluxy's in a little bit of trouble. You're not going to be able to do anything, and they're searching for him. And Baron is going to go over to Cetra Gaming.
I mean, sticking around with that low of HP on the Sejuani. He's going to get punished for it, hitting that Talia W and having to back off, giving Cetra the Baron.
Things are just turning real sour for Impulse Ghosting now. We're doing really good. Now they're down 4,000 gold.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cetra's playing these fights really well, taking fights Corki isn't necessarily there for, playing away from Impulse Ghosting's power, playing towards theirs, having Toads in almost every single fight. Also, this Lucian ramping up. 7-0-0 on the Lucian. Oof.
Yeah, he's been doing very, very good. That double kill early on definitely adding to, or being what enabled him to get to this point right now. But this Ocean Drake going to be taken down. No contest from Impulse Ghosting. I don't wonder what Impulse Ghosting is trying to do at the moment. They don't seem to be very objective focused at all. They're definitely scared to fight now. It doesn't look like any of the members are trying to 1v1 people.
No, not at all. Do see the Siege here coming in on the bot turret. The Jax is coming in from behind as Kessler is prepping the mid wave possibly for a rotation after they take this turret.
Luxy is actually going to make his way mid. Rexilus coming through here. He's going to be able to take down that blue trinket.
Now this Ocean Dragon's actually more important than you may think. It really inhibits the poke from the Corki and Varus, allowing Cetra to sit here and siege and regen on the back.
Now we see Kessler, he's making his way over. Luxy could be in a really bad spot at the moment. That tier 2 in the mid did fall. Nurse did have blue when he was in this bot lane, so I don't know if he still has it now. Toads is on the side. Kessler's just waiting patiently. He has the flag, waiting for the drag. Here comes the wall. The fight's gonna engage now. He goes in, cataclysm onto 2, but here comes the Glitch Fish. The heroic entrance is the follow, but is it gonna be enough? They're under tower right now. It looks like Beast is gonna be taken down. We see Herox does get, Rexilus, he's taken down by Indigo. Swift, he's able to get visual though, and they're looking for the tower. It is picked up by Indigo.
I mean, Cetra, you guys are really jumping the gun. You had the tower down.
Now your nurse is gonna Valkyrie forward, not gonna continue the chase. Luxy is there. The Glacial Prison was not used, surprisingly.
I don't know, man. I didn't think Cetra had to pull the trigger. I mean, they were in control. They just needed to take down that turret. All Talia had to do was wait another 15 seconds, and that could have been such a good fight for the side of Cetra.
They're a little impatient on their side.
But we do have the Baron coming up in around 2 minutes, I believe. 2.5 minutes.
Second Ocean Drake, so not gonna have very many different Drakes this time around.
I think these are the dragons that Cetra needs. Like they are being put in a position to really take control after getting those 2 Infernals and then the 2 Oceans for such a heavy poke comp with the Corki Varus.
The nurse does get that visual, goes forward. He's looking for the taunt. He's able to get it, but the Valkyrie was already used, so he's able to get away. He does get the gust of blows procced. He's still pushing forward, but East is nearby. Gotta play it real safe.
Death Dance coming through for Toads on that Urgot. Do a lot of damage.
And sustain.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think that Urgot should be in that side lane. He has TP in around 30 seconds. Should be matching Jax. Definitely still can.
Backing now, so he... Well, no, he stopped his back. He might just walk his way down there.
Jax is going to get on the turret pretty soon. He needs to get down there.
There we go. Your nurse is going to Valkyrie forward. He's looking for the fight. Kessler's in a little bit of trouble. He almost has the damage. He's going to flash. Can Kessler get it? No, the red buff's going to take him down.
Close fight. Just got to respect that Corki damage.
And Rexilus able to get this tier 2 uncontested. But he is 3 levels down from Toads.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, the Jax is inherently a good matchup in an Urgot, but Urgot's lane.
No, we're going to see just much more. The taunt is not going to land, but Beast is going to use the cataclysm. Here comes the heroic engine. Trap 2, but Glitch Fish is going to follow up. Isn't enough, though. The Redemption's coming down. Knocking them Swift. The Indigo's legendary. But we see Rexilus is in the mid lane now, but he's just going to have to get out of the fight as soon as possible. Corki is here. Your nurse trying to do as much damage, but he has the package. Could he go forward? He's just throwing out the rockets. Visual has to be careful. In a 1-for-1, kind of.
I mean, the Talia died earlier on. They did get the return kill on the Varus, surprisingly. Being at that 4-5 deficit. I don't believe Rexilus was there, though.
No, he walked his way up. I don't even think your nurse was there at the start either, because he has the package now. So he might have been coming in. They definitely caught the 3 of them off guard.
Norse is just going to burn that package over the wall to get that blue buff. I'm surprised. I mean, they have the dragon coming up. If Cetra decides to contest this, the package definitely could have been useful.
Baron's up now. Well, so it looks like Cetra might be more focused on this Baron play. Oh, you gotta be careful, your nurse. Toads is trying to go forward. Kessler is there. And they're going straight for the Baron.
Yeah, I mean, you see your nurse down on the bot side. They have the Urgot and Talia walking up. Urgot's a bit far behind, though, matching your nurse mid lane. And they will back off the Baron.
tried to make an engage happen. You saw the Justice Punch forward from Visual, not able to connect. Rexilus could just, you know, take the dragon by himself at this point.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, if they send units to try to contest Rexilus, I think they can just start up the Baron.
Oh, but Beast, he's actually going forward. Odes is nearby as well as Visual. And Rexilus is going to be taking the dragon by himself. You do see Kessler on the bot side. He's going in, and now Rexilus is in a lot of trouble. The damage is way too much. Rexilus trying to run away, but it's not going to be enough. The Baron is going to be started as well by Cetra. They have a chance to get in there and fight. It is a 4v4 Toads. He did use the Righteous Glory to try to go forward. Flash forward for the Cataclysm. And now we see the Heroic Entrance, but Swifty's not in the middle, and that's your main target. The Cataclysm, or excuse me, Heroic Entrance was stopped, and there's going to be one taken down. The Dragon has been taken. Redemption's going to come forward, and Visual, he's trying to go forward with the Just Punch, not enough. Now here comes Kessler on the backside. Toads is going to fall, and Kessler is taking a lot of damage. Swifty does a ton. Now Indigo's the only one left. Visual is going to fall. That's going to be a 4 for 3 in favor of Impulse Ghosting. They could look for more. They might just try to take this tower.
Like I said, that double marksman is definitely starting to hit their spike. That Varus having the blade, the Bork, and the executioners for the healing for the side of Cetra, as well as a 3-item Corki, dealing a lot of damage in that fight. Being a 4v5 too, with Rexilus going down beforehand.
Yeah. Fight did start as a 4v4.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Kessler took the dragon and then came up with the wall after Beast died in the Cataclysm, and then he came up after that. So it was a 4v4, turned into another 4v4. Toads had a back away, but died from some kind of burn. Someone
Definitely
burned him with something.
A huge turning point of that fight was the Galio ultimate being cancelled, not being able to chain CC the carries locked into the Cataclysm.
Yeah, that was definitely well played.
We're just going to see a run back, clearing vision and trading mid-prile, both sides of the Cetra and Impulse Ghosting. I'm interested to see if that Jax wants to go in that side lane again. He does have the teleport, and the dragon is not up anytime soon, and yeah, the Jax will be going to the bot side. Having that Sterix now.
Definitely a smart play from Impulse Ghosting. Letting Rexilus just continue to push, forcing Toads to either match him or a Baron dance this entire time, because that's pretty much what's going to happen right now. Oh, the Baron is going to be started though by Impulse, or Cetra, excuse me. They're going to be spotted out instantly by Blue Trinket. Do they have what it takes? The wall is going to be used by Kessler to try to stop them, but Bluxy just dashes right over it. Rexilus is not TPing in just yet. He's just going to keep
level
pushing.
advantage for the
And he's they're going to steal it! Looks like Impulse Ghosting has the Baron now. They're going to see the Glitch Fish go forward. Bluxy is going to fall, but it doesn't matter. They steal the Baron. And now Rexilus is going to keep pushing.
Gotta respect the fact, even if he didn't hit the smite, I mean, he smited as the Corki Rocket hit. He had the 2 levels on him. Guys, 50-50. It's not going in the favor of Cetra Gaming, and they're definitely going to feel this in a couple minutes.
Yeah. They have a death push kind of set up. Your Nurse kind of playing the bait, but they're going to throw a ward down very safe. So it's not going to get caught out.
That would have been big.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Toads, he has a 70 CS, or 60 CS advantage over Rexilus. I mean, 2-7-1 on this Jax. He's having a rough game.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of pressure put towards top side to, you know, give him some lenience, but I don't think he respected it the way he should have. Especially, he didn't respect the Urgot laning. I mean, we saw the 2 solo kills coming out for Toads and the Rexilus, so... Toad's playing very well this game, in my opinion.
Yeah, Toads is doing such a good job. He's become a force to be reckoned with.
As well as Indic.
I just want to note that this Corki build, I think I want to play Corki from now on, just because I love the way you itemize on him. Triforce, Infinity Edge, Void Staff, like, why not?
I mean, he does have that around 80 to 20 magic damage to physical damage ratio.
Oh yeah.
So getting up is going to be huge. I mean, all Cetra has on the side of them for MR is that Gargoyle's Stoneplate and the Adaptive Helm, as well as the Spectre's Cowl and Galio. So they're definitely gonna feel this Corki.
Oh yeah, I just love the way you itemize on him though. It's so different. It's just something you'll never see on another champion. But Rexless, he does finally get his tier 1 top lane.
There you go. I mean,
Oh, they're going forward though. Beast, he does use Flag Drag, forcing the flash, but the Cataclysm is not going to connect.
Oh.
Good use of the stand behind me, but here comes the secondary wall. They're going to try to stop him, but the Glitch Fish is going to be used, and that's just going to allow Rexless to get more towers.
Great disengage coming through for Impulse. Perfectly played. And now they're going to have to split here. Urgot's going to go answer that Jax in the top lane. Looks like he might be able to take down that turret before he gets there.
He does.
Yep. Oh. This Baron really hurting the side of Cetra.
And Impulse ghosting, they're online. Oh, here it comes. The Interruption. It's not going to matter, though. You see the cleanse already going to be used by Kessler. And now they take that tier 3 in the bot side. Rexless still sitting in the top lane. Oh, Heroic's taking a lot of damage. Unbreakable's up now. But they're going forward. We see the visual. Just use the flash taunt. He gets 2 members, but Uranus able to Valkyrie away, and only 1 member is going to die from Impulse ghosting. And they're going to continue this disengage after taking that inhib. And that's that. They're able to get an inhib. Only Herix died. I think you couldn't ask for a better situation if you're Impulse.
Well, they still... I think Baron's about to run out, so that's all Impulse will be able to get off of that. I mean, great job. They got the inhibitor bot side. This is going to alleviate a lot of pressure for the next Baron and this Mountain Dragon.
Your Nurse almost getting caught out. Has to be careful when we throwing the rockets out. Kessler trying to chase him down. Visual and Indigo are also falling. Beast is going to go with the Flag Drag, but is it going to be enough? They're actually going to just focus him down. This is really bad. Beast is going to be taken out, and the Dragon's going to be free. Your Nurse going to Valkyrie away and Flash. Indigo tries to splash after him. And the damage comes out for Indigo, though, and he's going to be able to take down Your Nurse. Now they're pushing forward. Bluxy is going to try to save Swifty. Nice! Movement by Swifty. Toad's going to be taken, or excuse me, Bluxy's going to be taken down. Toad's trying to get in there. He's doing a lot of damage. Now Rexless is going to fight him out, and Swifty's on a killing spree. He does have the Glitch Fish. Nice! Ultimate comes out with the Flash. He's going to get a double kill on the Rexless. Now Kessler is the target. The GA is going to be popped on Rexless. Dodges the arrow.
Talia looking so behind compared to the Corki, but still dishing out so much damage. But for the side Impulse ghosting, that is going to be a 4 for 2. Very good fight. These super minions are going to start crashing.
Yeah, and that was interesting, I should say. Toad's flashing forward, trying to charge up and throw Swifty behind him, but Swifty just walked the other way. Like,
definitely a bit of a miscommunication there. I think the E-Flash on the Sejuani was a great play. They singled her out, but it seemed to be a bit split between Toads wanting to push forward and the Talia, as well as the Galio wanting to stay a bit back.
56, 3 and 8. GA still up. Baron should be up in a few minutes. And then the next dragon is going to be that other dragon. That's going to be up in about 4.5 minutes. Or 4 minutes, roughly, so...
Yeah, I mean, we see the Baron's going to be up in about 40 seconds. Ooh, Braum getting tagged by that Talia W. Taken down under half HP.
One combo, it's a lot of damage, but... I mean, that's just Dark Harvest stacks going over to him right now.
Yeah, let's see how many he has
18.
actually under his belt. 18. He's doing a lot of damage. Oof, this Jax is coming online though, only a level behind Urgot, starting to close the gap.
He's at the itemization where he should be doing more than enough damage to be able to beat Toads in a 1v1.
Yeah, I would say so.
Here comes the Baron's about to spawn. I don't have Baron timers either. Do I not have timers either?
I don't have timers either.
What is going on? What'd they do to my spectator?
I'm just eyeballing it. But you see the Jax and the Urgot in the bot lane, both with the teleport. We're gonna see if side of Impulse Ghosting wants to start this. They have the control ward.
They're going for
There's
it.
The blue trinket. They're gonna back right off.
He's still on the other side. Cetra is split up though. Beast, he's just sitting back there. If they catch him just by, you know, just by chance, that could be really disastrous if you're Cetra Gaming. They're looking to go right back to the bear. Maybe? I don't know what they're doing anymore. It looks like Bluxy's trying to go forward to the mid lane, but they don't really have anything there. Ah. Oh, now Beast, he's going to walk over Ward. They know he's there.
Jax almost has Spear of Shojin complete, as well as the Phantom Dancer coming out for the Corki and the full build for both him and the Varus. And the Baron's going to be started up.
Oh my god, I think it's dropping faster than Beast can even realize. And the Baron's already going to be taken down. He tried to get to the backside to be able to steal it, but it's not going to happen. It looks like your Nurse is going to try to chase him down.
I don't really see a lot of light for the side of Cetra
Oh
Gaming here.
no, he's gonna find him. He's gonna use the blast cone, and Valkyrie comes out with the package. And look at the damage coming out of this Corki. Your Nurse able to solo kill Beast, no problem.
Damn. Yeah, Impulse Ghosting is just gonna push down this mid lane. Already has the inhibitors on both the top side and bot side done. Be able to run through this base. Jax back, completed Spear of Shojin, has that teleport if they are looking to engage here.
Yep, Toads pops the right to glory. We see the heroic entrance coming in. Teleport though from Rexless. He's trying to make it in, and that's gonna be Toads taken down instantly. Now looks like Visual is gonna be the next to fall, and it looks pretty much over for Cetra. Kessler's gonna flash away, but here comes Rexless. He had the counter strike up, but he's not gonna go forward. He does finally pick him off, and now Indigo is gonna fall as well, and that's gonna be an ace. And game one is gonna go over to Impulse Ghosting.
I mean, like I said, I think Cetra had it early game. They had the comp, they had the pressure, but Impulse Ghosting able to scale up with that double 80 carry comp, as well as the split pusher, the Jax, and take the win.
Yeah, I mean, it was sloppy for both teams, especially in the early game, you know, around that 10 to 15 minute mark. We saw some very questionable tower dives, the flash from Kessler. I mean, both, it was just sporadic, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think both comps had one thing they did really well, and I think they both did what they needed to do, but I don't think Cetra did enough. Impulse was able to scale up and take down Cetra for that game one.
Alright, well, that is game one. We will be going to intermission, and then when we come back, game two, Cetra Gaming versus Impulse Ghosting. Can they bring it back? Or is Impulse Ghosting give themselves a nice 2-0? Find out soon. Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to get into game 2 of this series between Cetra Gaming and Impulse Ghosting. Impulse able to take the first game after a rough early game and a lot of misplays. Yeah, I would say some sloppy play from both teams. Nonetheless, Impulse Ghosting held on just long enough to where both of their main damage sources come online and they're able to take it. We should be getting into game 2 pick ban very, very shortly. It is up and ready. Impulse will be on the blue side and Cetra will be on the red side. As for, I guess, some people I've been noted or someone has pointed out that there was a little bit of an error with the stream, being that you didn't see the champion box in the bottom left corner. That is out of my control right now. I don't know if you saw me messing with it in the beginning of the match, but a while ago, to kind of put in a little timeline, a little bit ago, the spectator mode kind of messed up and it wouldn't follow its champions anymore, so you had to pick just one. Now, since they updated the game today or whatever, even if I highlight one and put it back in directed camera, it just disappears. So, sorry for anyone who's that and is unhappy. Trust me, I'm just happy. But we are getting in the pick ban phase already. They're ready to go. They do not want to waste any time. Tanzo, what do you think is going to happen this time around?
I want to see a different type of draft come through for both teams. We definitely saw a lot of misplays. I don't know if that was internal or just play-wise, like communication and stuff like that, but I want to see Cetra draft more of a mid-game comp because I definitely think they had the early pressure, but I don't think it worked out so much for the jungler. I think I want to see the jungler for Cetra on something more of a Sejuani or maybe even a carry jungler. The Jarvan, I think it was able to get a couple ganks off early, but definitely fell off, and that Sejuani just kept she did what she needed to do, and she was that tanky base for the team, play around that CC and stuff.
Yeah, definitely the Jarvan seemed to kind of not have its purpose anymore. Some questionable cataclysms coming out, but we see the Zoe, Vladimir, Lucian going to be banned away by Impulse, and then we got Rek'Sai, Thresh, and Corki taken out by Cetra, but now Hecarim's left open. He's picked up.
Oh, that's going to be a Hecarim for the side of Impulse. Now, is that top or jungle? I would assume top lane, but it is flexible if there is a counter pick for him in the top lane, which I'm not sure if there is.
Yeah, the last time we saw the Hecarim in the top, it was against an Aurelia, and it was even able to 1v2. But we have the Sejuani for Cetra, just like you wanted. Now we have Galio going back to them as well, but the Morgana being highlighted by Impulse at the moment.
Yeah, that very sturdy front line coming in for Cetra, as well as the possible Morgana to counterpick that Galio. They could possibly flex that Galio to the mid lane. I'm not sure how proficient your nurse is on that Galio, but you could always see that.
Kessler.
Kessler? Is Kessler for the side of Cetra?
Yeah. Your nurse is on Impulse.
I get him changed up ever so often.
It happens. I'm already throwing off my normal routine today, so I could feel it in the first game. I was kind of slipping up, but my routine was thrown away. But we're going to see the Jarvan taken away, or taken by Impulse Ghosting this time. We'll see if they have any more luck with it. Maybe a full damage Jarvan instead of tank.
Well, this is going to be the switch up, actually. We saw the Sejuani for the side of Impulse last game, and Jarvan for the side of Cetra, but they are going to give Toads that Urgot once more.
I don't see anything wrong with that. He played very, very well last game on it. It just got to the point to where he didn't have the damage that he...
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly sure how the Hecarim Urgot matchup goes. I think Urgot may have priority levels, let's say 1 to 3. I think just that W and that healing for Hecarim is way too much for almost any champion to handle that early, but we'll see how Toads wants to play around that. The LeBlanc ban coming in for Cetra, and the Orianna answered back for Impulse.
So it looks like mids are going to be the main focus at the moment. Both laners, or both teams, have their... They're both looking for mid and ADCs, or bot lane carry, so... I'll have to see what they take down there. The Varus... There we go. Are you going to be taken away from your nurse? Definitely a good way of doing it this time around. The Zillion banned out now. So what is going to be played? Indigo did really well on that Lucian, but it fell off too much. It just fell off a little too hard. as you would expect. And then the Varus was done very, very well by Swifty last game for Impulse as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
And the Kaisa coming through for Cetra. Very strong late game scaling AD carry with that triple front line. We'll see if, I think they're going to draft a similar comp to what we saw last game with the Corki and the Varus. But that was on the side of Impulse. So looking like they're just switching up, almost mirroring draft last game. That will be the Sivir coming through for Impulse, looks like.
I like it.
Definitely opens up a lot of engagement with the Jarvan and the Hecarim, giving them that much needed movement speed.
Oh, that is just nasty sounding. Hecarim with On the Hunt, everything else.
Oh yeah.
Vel'Koz looking to be coming in for the mid lane here.
Oof.
I mean, I guess it could be Vel'Koz support.
It could be. I'm gonna assume it's Vel'Koz mid though.
Yeah, I can't imagine them putting a Vel'Koz support and then have
If I do
Morgana
remember
mid.
from our series, looking at that OPGG, your nurse is very proficient on the Vel'Koz. I think it's his most played champion actually.
Oh, so we could see some major comfort pick coming in here.
Yeah. Looking to close out the series. See what Cetra answers with. 3 seconds left. Will be the Syndra.
Ooh, we haven't seen Syndra yet, have we?
I don't believe so, no.
No, Syndra. This is definitely the first time we're gonna see this. We haven't even. I don't think we've seen Vel'Koz either. Wait, no. Oh, there's so many games I can't remember it all.
Has been quite a few.
But that's something I like. I something I want to see more of as the Champions League comes gets into the further weeks. I want to see more of these different picks, not the same,
Yeah,
10 champions over and over and over again.
Sorry to burst your bubble, Gaiken, but you might be seeing that soon enough with these tank buffs coming through with the Cinder Hulk.
Oh no, no more of the, wait, 10 of the same champions?
Well, we are. I think Jarvan, Sejuani, you're going to be seeing almost every game. It's just because they're in such a good place.
That's fine. I'll just go watch Dota 2, professional Dota 2, and get my fix in of random champions everywhere.
Oof. Betraying your homeland, Gaiken.
Not betraying my homeland. My homeland actually is Han, so I started with Heroes of New Earth actually as my first MOBA.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was never gonna play MOBAs. I never wanted to because of my competitive nature. But my best friend kept begging me. He's like, dude, just play it. So I started playing it, and lo and behold, it did take over, and I started getting mad at my team because they just were terrible. And one of my friends, or he was a friend at the time, we actually had like a 5-man team on this game, and it was pretty cool. But he would make these dumb plays, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Oh, blah blah blah. Like, no, like stop that. Like, you're dumb. And then we just fell out. So then I started playing League.
Gotcha.
So Han is actually my homeland, which is derived from the first Dota.
I see.
Good old mods. And if it wasn't for Warcraft 3, we never would probably have MOBAs.
That's true, actually. I definitely was not a big MOBA guy myself. League is the only MOBA I've ever played.
Dota's fun. Dota 2 is a lot of fun. It's definitely very different. It's much, much harder than League of Legends. There's a lot more stuff you have to worry about. Turn speed.
Harder, you say?
Oh yeah, turns. Think about having to worry about your character's turn speed.
Turn speed. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
So you know how you're walking forward and you click behind you and your guy just starts going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a champion called Batrider. Well, he makes it slower for you to turn around and start walking backwards.
Oh.
So your turn speed, attack animations are
so
different.
it's actually like a debuff, kind of like it's a stat.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. But enough of that. We're getting into this match. Who do you think is going to win this one? Who do you think has the upper hand right now? Not looking at necessarily last game I think was pretty even between both teams. They played their comp the right way. Cetra played the early game really, really strong. Impulse played the late game strong, which is why they won. Both teams, I want to say, they played sloppy. They had a lot of very questionable plays on both sides sometimes. Who do you think has this?
I want to give it to Cetra again, and I think I have a better explanation than the last time. So we see this comp, the Hecarim, J4, the Vel'Koz, Sivir, and the Morgana coming through for Impulse Gaming. Now, I think they played late game very well. Like they had a very late game centric comp, but their early game, I feel like just macro and micro wise throughout each lane was not very proficient. And drafting such a early, I think it's a very early to mid game comp minus the Sivir kind of mid to late as well as the Vel'Koz, I think being very mid game centric. I just think if they play similarly to last game, I don't think Impulse will do what it takes to take down Cetra this game, because they kind of had a relatively like swap. Like they took both comps from last game and kind of swapped them to each team. Because we have that late game pressure coming through for the Syndra and the Kai'Sa for the side of Cetra, and that early game pressure coming in with the Hecarim, Jarvan, and the Morgana. So I'm excited. I think either team can take it at the end of the day, but I do think it's Cetra's edge.
Yeah. Cetra, I think if it goes late, Cetra has this one. I think if like you said, I think it just flipped for the most part. They are definitely going to look early game for Impulse. But again, if some of these odd plays or odd, I guess questionable plays come out, it could go either way. And I do think that one thing that was kind of done really poorly in the late game for Cetra last game was, I think some of their positioning was off. We saw the Cataclysm come out on Harix, like just the lone Harix in that bot lane. It failed because of the stand behind me, but he was like trying to Cataclysm these random targets, it seemed like, are not proper targets. They seem to be a little bit out of position than where they should have been. So we'll have to see if they are able to pick that up this time around. But yeah, if it goes late game, I definitely think based on these comps, Cetra will have this one.
Yeah, honestly, I think when it comes down to it, I think Jarvan's ganks earlier are way more potent than Sejuani, and at the end of the day, if he can get that lead, I think Impulse will have a decent chance to win, because they do have all of the conditions in order to start a team fight there. They have the Hecarim Jarvan engaged, complemented by the Sivir, as well as, I'm assuming it's going to be a Glacial Augment Vel'Koz, so that's going to be even more, damning on the side of Cetra, just because they're going to get slowed, there's going to be all that movement speed coming through, they're going to be able to position really well for the side of Impulse ghosting in these team fights, so as long as Impulse can do that, I think they can win, but I just think, looking at last game, I don't think it'll happen. And yeah. I think that mid game is going to come around, and that Syndra is going to be able to wave clear them.
So, do you think Kessler's going to take the Dark Harvest again?
I honestly hope not. I hope he goes for the Comet or the Electrocute. I don't think Dark Harvest is a particularly strong rune. I think he got very lucky. I think his team definitely had the early game that let them get to the point they were at until Impulse took over. So I don't know, man. He's doing some really I'll call it janky things. Those runes.
Well, we've seen the Dark Harvest Syndra utterly decimate people before in the Revenants League, actually.
Revenants League.
Yeah, a while ago we've seen it.
Take me back.
Yeah, we've seen it utterly dominate. This was post nerf as well. This is when they brought it down to 5 damage a stack, I believe. So, I mean, it could be very strong. I mean, we've seen it take off. Obviously, Syndra is one of the champions who can stack it up very effectively.
Yeah, she does have that harassing lane, but I honestly think it's even worse in this lane just because of how she gets outranged by Vel'Koz. But we'll have to see. It's gonna be. I'm looking towards your nurse to position really well on this Vel'Koz, because if he doesn't, that Syndra will blow him up.
Yeah, definitely gonna happen. But get into game 2, ladies and gentlemen. Impulse ghosting is gonna be on that blue side with Rexilus on the Hecarim in the top lane. Bluxy is gonna be on that Jarvan in the jungle. We are gonna have your nurse on that Vel'Koz in the mid lane, and in the bot lane is gonna be Swifty and Herux on that Sivir Morgana. But on the red side of the map is gonna be Cetra Gaming with Toads back on the Urgot in the top lane. The K-Man is a beast on that Sejuani in the jungle. Kessler is going to be on that Syndra in the mid lane, and Indigo and Visual on the Kai'Sa and Galio in the bot lane.
Here we go. Things are starting up. I think we're seeing a normal 5-point coming through for both teams. Urgot going towards that tri-bush, Syndra going towards that river. Sejuani in the bot lane matching all the other entrances in the bot side.
30 seconds.
Yep.
Nothing crazy this game.
No matter what I do, I can't have a frame in the bottom.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that.
Nope. Even if I don't click anything, it just goes away when it goes back to direct to camera. So they messed it up.
Riot always ruining things. It's a classic at this point.
Well, I mean, like I said before, I mean, a while ago, I could say almost say back when I was still casting Revenants, they updated something and it would no longer just automatically show the different champions the direct to camera went to. So for the entirety of one game, I would have it on one champion.
Yeah.
And then now I can't even have it on anybody.
Oh,
well.
They are going to get that ward. This is exactly what happened last time. This is going to definitely help the side of Cetra Gaming. They do not want that Jarvan coming through with all that vision.
Yeah,
And
he went electrocute.
Yeah, he does have the electrocute. I believe last game we saw Conquer coming out for K-Man on that Jarvan.
So he is more than likely going to be going full damage.
We could see the Paladin Jarvan come out, which would be rather fun to watch.
One-shotting everybody. No Dark Harvest on Kessler this time. I'm kind of upset about that. I'm still a fan of it. I mean, I'll play it on my Varus every now and again. Oh my god, the damage from the electric is going to hurt in the mid lane. Kessler doing a lot of damage to your nurse already.
Ooh. Like I said, I mean, that's Syndra. She hurts.
Yeah, possible gank in the mid lane. Bluxy is making his way through, and he actually went in. He's able to force the heal out of Kessler. That's about it, but I mean, that's enough.
I mean, Syndra does not have that teleport. This lane is pretty much going to be taken over by your nurse for the time being. We do see priority coming through for Impulse Ghosting's bot lane. That Jarvan looking to possibly invade Sejuani, cleaning those Raptors. Possibly going to look to come through to her bot side, maybe meet Jarvan.
Yeah, he's going to get both scuttles, too.
Yeah, I mean, it shows the power of having such an early game comp. He has the priority in every single lane bot side, so he was able to sneak that scuttle top side and then get away with the bot as well. And he's going to go onto the blue buff, actually.
It might look like Beast knows. He did ping. He's on his way. He's going to go over the wall. Yeah, he has backup coming from the bot lane. So Bluxy not able to steal away, but Justice Punch forward. The rough did reset.
It's going to be some time wasted for Jarvan there.
He's still sticking around. Now we see a rotation coming in from Kessler. He's making his way down to the river. Oh, look at top lane though. Rexless taking so much damage from Toads.
Ugh. That Urgot. Right, had to bring him back into meta. Just leave him in his hole, dude. The champ.
Bring back old Urgot when he was absolutely terrible. People only played him just because he was the worst. There was some videos watching and somebody was talking about the Urgot changes and they were upset about it because they dedicated themselves to mastering him because he was the worst champion.
As funny as it sounds, there are mains for every champ in the game, no matter how bad they are.
Yep. But like the fact that he was just like, this is by far like the most agreed upon worst champion in the game. I want to play this one alone. Like, I don't know. My least favorite is Teemo. I think anytime I see a Teemo in my game, I'm just whoever side Teemo's on lost.
I'd have to agree with that. We do see a decent CS lead coming through for Toads once again. 12 for the side of him, as well as 6 for the side of your nurse, and 11 for Swifty, but we do have that bot wave crash.
Oh, it's just abusing this top lane. Rexless, he's been down in CS every game. Hopefully he's not going to get down past that 50 mark we saw last game.
Yeah, fortunately his team was able to stay in the game for him to become relevant, but that would definitely not be proficient for the side of Impulse Ghosting.
Look at Kessler, he's just getting abused in this lane. Quiet match so far. Hope it might blow up like last one did.
Well, we see the Cloud Dragon, so I don't think a lot of priority will be put towards the bot side. We do see a little exchange, possibly by the Jarvan and Sejuani in the top side river.
Beast and Bluxy both making their way up there.
They're just
Looks
gonna
like
go back.
It looks like Bluxy actually won the fight for the scuttle.
Yeah, I mean, Jarvan is getting decently ahead of the Sejuani, allowing him to have a lot more prio for because of the lanes. I definitely want to see the Sejuani playing more towards her bot side, getting that Kai'Sa
Oh,
bowling.
in the top lane though, Toads is level 6. He's taking a lot of tower shots. Rexless actually could potentially, if he could hit level 6, he could go back in. But we're going to see Toads just back off. He did flash away.
A little overzealous there from Toads, trying to get that tower dive, but like I said, the Hecarim healing, it's rather crazy.
Much. But Toads, I mean, he had the right idea. He hit level 6. He knew that Rexless was really, really low. He just couldn't get the ult off in time.
Yeah, I mean,
Or connect. Oh, wait a minute, in the mid lane though. Your Nurse gonna look at Kessler extremely hard.
that ulti getting him down to half HP. Wow. Oh, trade.
Rexless, now he's going for it. He's feeling
Yeah, after
confident
that
now.
first back, Hecarim does have those tabbies, so he is going to be able to take more trades with that or gut. As well as the Ignite, so Toads better respect that or it might be a disaster.
They're gonna just walk forward. I mean, if he's just walking into damage like that, it's not really gonna work out in his favor. There's that Conqueror online. Now Rexless is looking for it. Toads misses. He's gonna knock him down. Still trying to fight him, but he's still losing these trades. Oh, Onslaught of Shadows forward, but Bluxy is on his way top. Doesn't have the Cataclysm though. He is spotted by a ward. Big Beast is nearby.
Just the play there from Rexalis. He did not have the Jarvan behind him.
Ah.
A little miscommunication there.
Overzealous on both sides of the map.
Looking like it. No kills yet, though. This
Yeah.
is definitely going in the favor of Cetra. I mean, they have that early pressure with the Jarvan, but he is not able to get anything done. Oof,
Nice
that-
poke from your Nurse. Trying to get aggressive here, but we see Beast is making his way to the mid lane. He is level 6. That Glacial Prison is online, but here he comes. Bluxy now has a Cataclysm. He could take a Cataclysm instantly, but he locks out Rexless. He can't do anything. He's actually going to be able to get in there, and First Blood is going to go over to the top laner of Impulse
Very
Ghosting.
nice. I mean, they know Urgot doesn't have the flash. He burned it in the tower dive, abusing that. Perfectly done. Toad stepping up a little too far forward without the vision necessary.
Nice Dark Binding coming out of Herox. Not really able to follow up on it, but that was definitely the end. But Bluxy, he's on the backside, has the flag and dragon. Kessler sitting over there. He's gonna go for flashes for the knockup, but the Nurse was stunned up, so it stopped his eye laser, and he's gonna be taken down. Beast was able to come in with that Glacial Prison.
I don't know if it was planned, but very well played by Kessler, going for a trade at the exact time that Lifeform Disintegration Ray came out from your Nurse, canceling it and leaving Jarvan to dry in the tower.
Yeah, and Beast was also there, able to throw the Glacial Prison out. So well done. Well done and just unlucky at the same time.
You do gotta respect the fact that the other team has a jungle. I mean, going for those dives, you need the vision to complement it at the end of the day. Let's see here.
Your Nurse tried to look as hard as he could, but it didn't work. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Rexless, now he realizes he could trade better. He has himself his own phage.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, he's getting these trades off and he has that kill, but Toad's still with a pretty commanding CS lead. As well as your Nurse.
He's actually charging after him. Devastating charge. Odd interaction there, but then also Shadow is going to be used. He has the Ignite down now. All he has to do is chase him down. He's going to be able to get the solo kill. Rexless But
Can't
meanwhile, on the bot
disrespect
side
that
of the map, though, we have Bluxy. He has the Cataclysm. Oh, he doesn't even need it. Going forward, Swifty annihilates Indigo. Visual does get a two-man taunt, but it's not going to be enough, and Bluxy's able to get that kill.
Very well done from the side of Impulse Ghosting. Kaisa disrespecting the fact that they do not know where that Jarvan is and able to get that double kill. No summoners used for the side of Cetra.
No summoners used anywhere, actually.
Yeah, actually. Just a clean fight out of Impulse Ghosting, catching them off guard.
Yeah, and now top lane. This is going in Rexless's favor. He's got the solo kill on the Toads. Flash is going to be up next time this happens, though. And the Ignite will be back shortly. He has a low cooldown. But look, Bluxy's going for that win, Drake.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get it. I mean, Sejuani's on those Raptors, mid shoved in, and bot lane is just getting here, so that's going to be a Cloud Drake going over to Impulse Ghosting.
And that's very good, too, because the way Hecarim's passive works.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the eyeball laser forcing the flash out of Kessler. Wait a minute.
Beautiful combo.
Aerox is coming. Dark Binding's going to hit a creep. Oh, man, he was looking for it.
What a beautiful combo coming through for your nurse there, forcing out the flash of Kessler. Oh, and
Rift
they are
Herald, though.
answering the dragon with the Rift Herald.
Almost looked like Bluxy was gonna make his way. Just eating or something. Gonna walk up there now. It's gonna fall. Now he knows it's down. Can he fight this? He will go in, but he does have the catapult. He's gonna drop it. Now Beast is in a lot of trouble, and he's just gonna sacrifice himself. The Heroic entrance is coming through, though. But Rexless and Toads are in the top lane fight. Rexless has to be careful. Now it looks like Visual just gave his life away as well. He's gonna get a taunt off, trying to get as much damage out as possible. He's doing a lot, actually, but Bluxy will take him down. Now on a killing spree, but in the top lane, Rexless has forced Toads back to the tier 2, and he's still running around. He's able to get the devastating charge off. Still, Toads has to jump back to his tower.
A little ring around the rosy there coming through for Rexalis, getting Toads poked out of lane and having to reset. He does have that teleport coming up fairly soon, but I mean, a very cocky play coming through for Cetra. They're going onto the Herald. They did it a bit after the Dragon, allowing Bluxy to come through to the top side, recognize that it just gone down, and they were able to get 2 kills for it.
And that heroic entrance by Visual is really odd, too, knowing that Beast was going to die anytime. There's no way of him getting out. He
This
just
will
sacrificed
almost be the
himself.
first turret, or got going around. Oh, Rexalis like this.
Might be in a lot of trouble. Devastating charge should be started up now. Here's Beast. He doesn't have the glacial prison. He's going to use the devastating charge. He didn't hit a 4th hit off, so he's not able to get away. He needs one more, but here comes Bluxy. He's going to make nothing happen. Going to flag and drag away. Toads is going forward. They're just going to be able to back off. Good disengage.
Definitely could have been the... Oh, he doesn't have the glacial prison.
Nope. They're going to drop it. He's going to stop with the devastating charge. Oh, he did it in time. Now Rexless might just pay for his life. Onslaught Shadows comes out. It doesn't matter, though. He gets not charged forward. He's going to be taken down.
At the end of the day, I mean...
He should have Onslaught first.
Yeah, he could have hit that R quicker. He had the cancel, but they do get it down.
Have to be careful. That Glacial Prison is going to be up in a couple seconds, and Bluxy is low. Oh, Beast is taking tower shots because of the Sunfire. Oh, now he goes in. He's under there. The Cataclysm is there. Going to force Toads to flash out, and he just gives his life over.
Huge misplay coming through for Impulse Ghosting. Great by the side of Cetra.
Visual has flash. You need to be careful there, Swifty. I don't know if you can hit your keys fast enough. Yeah, quick taunt.
Does have the black shield there, though. It's going to be very hard for Galio to try to make these plays.
Well, Herox was on the other side of the wall with that, but
You
there
do
he's
see
going to go
Kessler.
for it. He doesn't matter. Herox still flashed anyway. You see it's hit by the stun. Now the Dark Binding is going to land and not taking any damage at all in this bot side. But now Rexless in a lot of trouble. He TP'd back top, but Beast was still here. The Glitch Prison is there. But we see your nurse in the bot side. Kessler's going to be forced to open, and the Boomerang comes out. Your nurse, he's looking at people really hard. Herox going to get the chains down, and Visual's in a lot of trouble. Heal comes out from Indigo. It's not going to be enough. Now they're going to go forward looking for Indigo. He's going to try to fight it out as much as possible. Bluxy's here for revenge, and they're able to get 3 kills in this bot lane for 1. And meanwhile, topside, Rexless, he dodges the Glacial Prison. Herox just leaves the game. He doesn't want to play anymore.
Destroyed.
So, I mean, they did have the gang coming through for Kessler. He was coming through the Tri-Bush, I believe. There was vision for the side of Impulse Ghosting, so they knew it was happening. They had the Black Shield down as well as the Spell Shield for Sivir. and we're able to re-engage that with the roam coming in from your nurse, as well as the Jarvan coming in. So I think they will be able to get the bot side turret here, as well as some vision.
Yeah,
While they
your
do trade
nurse.
top side for it.
Yeah, your nurse playing so well. Both games actually played super well in the early game. Kind of fell off in that mid game last round with the Corki. Getting a little cocky, if you ask me. Challenging Indigo to a 1v1 in that Lucian. Getting deleted. So, I'm sure he's not going to try that again. But, again, he's just doing so well. He follows Kessler everywhere he goes.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, Kessler is almost never going to be able to outshove your nurse, right? So if he goes for these roams, as long as there's a communication there, your nurse should be able to answer him almost every single time.
Yeah. And you even see, if you look in the mid lane, you see in the river, the brush, there is a pink ward there, a control ward, as well as a regular ward over the wall behind the raptor pit. So they have complete eyes on your nurse following him the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, just... I guess we'll call that a miscommunication for the side of Cetra. And the game will be started up in just a second.
All we have to do now is need Impulse to just continue to pressure. The top lane, our top tower did go down. Swifty, you're taking shots!
A little scary there for Swifty.
That looks like this blue buff is going to be stolen away.
Do see a solid gold lead for the side of Impulse ghosting that Vel'Koz and that Sivir getting ahead, that Hecarim being able to match that Urgot. Definitely going to be really good, as well as the Jarvan getting pretty strong, looking like he's building towards that Black Cleaver. First item Banshee's Veil coming through for your nurse, really not wanting to step to that Syndra.
Playing very safe, but Bluxy, oh, he gets the drag out, and he's going to be able to get away. Barely away from that taunt.
Now, I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but not doing that EQ combo together actually allowed him to get out. I believe if he used the Q immediately, the Syndra E would have canceled it. Possibly forced his flash out, but well done by Bluxy, and we're going to see maybe a little fight going on near the dragon. Sejuani is going to finish those raptors and move down.
Yep, it's going to be an Ocean Drake. Vision Ward. The Vision Ward continues. And it looks like Impulse are just going to jump straight onto it.
Hecarim's walk
Oh.
down? No, he's staying up on the top side. It looks like they're going to be able to secure this, no problem. No contest coming through on the side of Cetra.
Beast just backed away. Base, and now Rexless, he's trying to get aggressive against Toads. And he can do so. The Conqueror is online, though. He gets thrown back. He's not in the tower just yet. He also, Shadows comes out. He's going to use the Ignite, but he has to be really careful. He's somewhat losing this devastating charge. He's trying to go forward. He's able to get it. Solo kill coming out. Rexless yet again, but they're going to go forward. Counter's going to come out. He's going to flash out instantly because of the heroic entrance. Nice. Did he just get rooted, or was he still under the wall? But he tried to use the taunt. Didn't be able to get anywhere. The Black Shield stopping that knockup, too.
The wall was never dropped, not allowing any of them to leave. I don't think Bluxy needed a flash there. He had the Black Shield.
It looked like the wall was down when Visual was trying to taunt, but maybe it didn't fall just yet.
That's true.
I couldn't tell.
They are going to try to siege this mid lane here. Your nurse is going to be able to offer up a lot of poke.
That's a strong Vel'Koz at the moment, but things are going the way. Impulse ghosting one of them. Rexless able to solo kill Toads in the top lane.
Yeah, Rexless looking for that Righteous Glory as well as Toads. Fairly similar builds coming out. One getting the Triforce, one getting the Cleaver. I don't know, it's looking really bad for the side of Cetra right now. We see that Sivir scaling up way faster than that Kaisa, as well as the Vel'Koz starting to come online. Once he gets that Ludens and possibly the... I would say probably the Rabadon's coming through third. It's going to be very, very detrimental for the side of Cetra.
Yeah, you're an entire item behind on this Kaisa for Indigo. And that's just going to be a lot of trouble. I mean, Sivir is going to be pushing these waves super easily. Look at this one combo basically gone.
I mean, that's what Sivir does best.
Oh, of course. But I mean, if Impulse are able to keep putting the pressure under these towers and continue to push these towers with the Sivir, I mean, there's no way that Indigo's going to be able to come back anytime soon unless they make a big mistake.
Absolutely.
Nurse, he's actually going top. They have a control ward in that bush up there. He's not available for Toad, so they can't really make a play, but it looks like he's just waiting. Just going to try to catch someone out of position, it looks like.
At the end of the day, I mean, Cetra does have the scaling comp as long as Impulse Ghosting, if they really reverse the roles here and they're able to scale up and find those small fights and advantages, I think they could still take this, but it's not looking too hot.
Yeah, it's looking rough right now. They are 5,000 gold down. Toads. Looks like this. Ah, never mind. Back off.
Baron will be up in around 20 seconds. Let's see. Impulse Ghosting looking towards that. Not a lot going on, just trying to allocate farm to the carries, get them to scale for the side of Cetra. Impulse clearing out these waves, getting this dominant vision on the bot side. I definitely want to see them move up this vision. I'm not sure why they have so much in the bot side. Not a lot of any objectives actually down there to take. So
oh, they're gonna find out Kessler. Nice use of the Cataclysm. Gonna dodge the stun, forcing his flash away.
that will be.
Uh-oh, Rexless, he was looking for it. Onslaught of Shadows is there. The heal is gonna come out. He's gonna use the Ignite anyway. Here comes the Rogue Engine. It's gonna knock him up. Not gonna be stunned. He uses the Just Punch forward. Ooh, they get a heal and flash out of Kessler.
Yeah, that's going to be big for team fights. If that Cinder doesn't position amazingly, she will definitely get caught out by that Jarvan or Hecarim.
Oh, now it looks like they have found your Nurse. He's going to flash forward. Might be really bad. He uses the cleanse already. Glacier Prism comes out, and he's going to fall. Shutdown going over to Indigo, and that's who needs it.
Yeah, I mean, Nurse push forward there. No vision in Tri-Bush. Easily. There's an easy flank for the side of Cetra, able to take advantage of his misposition and take him down, giving the kill to Indigo.
I feel like Impulse need to start pressuring these towers more. They're definitely playing real passive now, just kind of farming up, but On the Hunt's gonna be used. Stun does come out, but it's only gonna hit one. Flash away. I don't know who got it, but they're nice hook. He's gonna get Switch is gonna get himself on a killing spree, killing Kessler. They're looking for more. Herrick's trying to get out of there. Now we see Rexless in the back. Now here comes Toads. He gets rooted up by the Dark Binding. Beautiful play, but the taunt does go out, and Rexless is in a lot of trouble. He's not able to kill him to go. And he's ignited up, but he's gonna try to get himself out of there. He does have the Onslaught of Shadows up in a second. He's gonna use it. But it's not gonna be enough. Plus, he comes in with a 3-man Cataclysm. Is it gonna be enough? No. Toads is gonna be able to get the kill onto him. Double kill. Just punch forward, looking for the taunt. Not gonna come out.
If they keep moving forward here.
Nurse is here. He's going to look at you very nastily. Toads still was taking down, but Vigil's going to be a lot of trouble. He's able to Justice Punch away. That crit coming out. And, ooh, the damage. And BC's able to dash away to get away from the Comet.
Oh my god. That was so close.
And
Wow.
Infernal Drake going to go over to Impulse.
I mean, they still do get the dragon. I would be a bit upset. Those 3 members in the side of Cetra getting out with such low HP bars, but at the end of the day, they're able to get the Infernal Dragon, reset, get that Baron Vision, and we'll go back to what was happening.
Oh my god, Kessler.
There's a lot of damage.
Only the eye laser was online.
Wow.
Now, it would be kind of funny, but definitely would get real annoying. As soon as it happened, or after a while, but if when Felclaus's ult was off cooldown, just be like, eye laser online. But they're gonna go forward. They're actually looking for your Nurse. He doesn't get the knockup off, and it's gonna walk away. Now Baron looks to be the target.
This vision, we do see the Kaisa resetting in top lane. This could be a start if they realize this. So.
Exodus looking for Toads. Forces him to dash away.
A Hecarim, very scary. He has the Triforce and the story completed. Looks like he's working towards. I want to say Adaptive Helm.
Oh, Bluxy has found Beast, but here comes the Heroic Entrance, gonna knock him up. He's actually used the Glacial Prison to stop him, but the taunt, or excuse me, yeah, the taunt's not gonna be able to go through because of the Black Shield. He's able to get out of there. Stun! Oh! It does take away the Banshee's Veil on your Nurse. It looked like he dodged it for a second.
Black Shield was completely taking away everything Galio was able to do. Around such a good matchup.
Looks like they're just waiting. They're just dancing around. No fight just yet. Bluxy is going the full damage route.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing the Black
Oh,
Cleaver.
visual. He's gonna find Swifty. But look at the damage come out nice. Boomerang. Takes him down to about half health.
There's going to be a big engage coming through for Bluxy in the next fight. He does have that flash as well as the ulti plus the stopwatch. So pretty deep and allow his team to follow up.
Yeah, and Baron is gonna be started up. 3 zombie wards sitting in there for them. Is spotted out though by Indigo. The T2 mid just fell. Huh. Minion's able to push that down. Baron was disengaged.
Bad lane allocation through the Cetra. Mid turret to fall. We do see them tossing the Sejuani and the Jarvan.
They're quieted down. Not a whole lot happening. Vision Wars is going to continue to go through. Farm is coming out. Somebody needs to pull the trigger somewhere. 5,000 gold lead for Impulse Ghosting, but the longer this game goes, that lead means absolutely nothing.
Absolutely, but we'll see. I definitely want to see a Baron fight come out pretty soon. We see Sever resetting. Rug's going to come up, help his team. Vision.
Got real quiet, and I think your mic is not picking you up anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There you go.
Can you hear me? You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. The Infinity Edge coming through for the Sivir, actually. Gonna be a huge buy.
I'm still not a fan of going first item essence. I'm just...
I think it's good depending on what Sivir's offering to the lane. In this lane, Sivir just wants to shove them under turret and get that priority for the Jarvan. You see a little trade coming.
Restless, he's trying to fight it out. Did use that devastating charge to go forward. He's taking a little bit more than he can chew. Everyone's waiting. Everyone has a death push right now. Oh man.
I do think Impulse should be pulling the trigger quite soon. They want to get this Baron fight going, and if they need to start up Baron to force it, then so be it. You know?
Ooh, there's a Dark Binding gonna be used. Taunt is out to just you know, not allow anyone to go over. Yeah, they need to do something. They can't just sit here and wait like this the entire time. The entire enemy team is pretty tanky aside from Indigo and Kessler.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Oh,
you're gonna
top
see
tower. Visual
upset.
taunting his way up. He's Justice punches forward. Dark Binding's gonna miss, but Cataclysm's gonna come out forcing the flash. And that's gonna be big for the side of Impulse Ghosting.
They could possibly start up the Baron here. We see a ping onto the Hecarim. Cetra sees the flank. Want it. Clear out some vision in this jungle. Ooh,
nice
Morgana's
stun.
getting
Eric's
tagged.
could be in a little bit of trouble. Luxy taking over half his health right now as well. Toads is nearby.
Cetra starting to come online.
Rexless, he's just taking the dragon for himself. They're gonna see the entire team here.
Well, cuz I think can zone off that little choke, and that will be another Cloud Dragon coming through for this Hecarim.
Things are looking good so far for Impulse Ghosting. There's 6,000 gold at the lead at the moment, but I'm worried for them if they don't do something.
Yeah, they're not being very proactive. I mean, they're letting They're pretty much just letting Cetra come to them. We saw the Cataclysm on the top side of Galio, yes, but I want to see these big fights come out. I want to see Draven really looking for these team fights. I want to see that Sivir and Hecarim combo their ultis together. Things of that nature, but we haven't seen that just yet.
But it looks like Herix is going to be caught out. He does use the Black Shield. He's going to zone use up. He's going to find the Cataclysm on the Kessler. Look at Spit's going to be used on him. Now we see the TP coming in. Swifty is here. On the hunt was used. And they're just going to be able to get away. Double TP. Rexless is on the backside. He's looking for one more. And it looks like Visual could be in a lot of trouble. That's a lot of damage taken away. Heroic Edge is going to be used just to get out of there. But that's a big ultimate gone. Bluxy, he's still looking for more. There's going to be the Chilling Smite onto Toads. And this could be the Baron start. And that's, yes, it will.
Looks like Bluxy just will not have Smite for this, though. Looks like it's going to be up in about 30 seconds.
Your Nurse doing what he can to zone everyone out. But yeah, all Beast has to do is just flash in there and he can steal this away, no problem. Kessler taking so much damage there. And they're going to stop the Baron. It looks like Toads is walking forward. They're going to try to stop him. He does dash away. Rexless kind of sitting in the pit for a moment. And there you go. Kessler getting a lot of damage down. Bluxy at half health. Swifty just got tagged.
And this is all the side of Cetra needs. They just need to force these dances at Baron. They don't want the full-on engage from Impulse Gaming, or Impulse Ghosting, sorry, if you're making a mistake, but we don't see the full-on engages coming out. We see them a bit split, and I don't know. I think Cetra's going to come online pretty soon.
Yeah, it's going to be rough for Impulse. They're setting up the Death Bush.
I mean, inherently, there's no reason to walk forward.
Visual, I don't know what that Dark Binding was, but Visual, he's going to take out real low. The Cataclysm is going to come out, and Swifty's able to get the kill.
Huge misplay coming through for Cetra. They see the ward on the Baron. They do not have the control ward in there. There is no reason to walk up and contest that.
Now Baron's being started. Smite is up for Bluxy this time. And this should be a free Baron. You do see Beast make his way down. Indigo super low, though. That Comet coming into play.
Oof, we see the Sejuani looking for it.
Nice stun coming out of Kessler. He's looking for more. Eyeball Luke is coming out, but Toads flashes over. He's looking for the damage. Indigo's going over the wall, and he's going to be taken down. There's the suppression. Toads is on a killing spree, and now he's looking for more. Bluxy has to get out of there. Herix is also low.
Wasn't completed.
And they're not able to get the Baron, no. Your Nurse caught out of position.
They're going to be able to get this second turret of the game. I like the poke coming through for your Nurse, but he's get caught a bit out of position there. The Urgot getting the flash in, getting the ulti down, as well as the Kaisa, and he went down. I believe the Baron fell lower, around 2,000.
Oh, Rexless, look at him go in! There's the Onslaught Shadows, the Devastating Charge, and Swifty's here now. There's going to be a big kill going to the side of Impulse Ghosting.
Oof,
that Righteous Glory speed coming out.
They could start up the Baron here. We see Urgot in the bot lane, no teleport.
No. Members are backing. They might be looking for this inhib, actually. Yeah, they're pressing forward. They're going to look for this tier 3 in the mid lane. They're going to be able to take it pretty quickly. Indigo, he's sitting at about 3/4 health. They're going to get the tower. They're going to look for the inhib. The inhib's falling pretty quickly. Swifty is very strong at this moment, and he's able to get it, and they're getting out.
They could easily just abuse the fact that Kessler's down for another 15 seconds and go straight to this Baron. This Hecarim is going bot side, though. No teleport, so it doesn't look like it'll come through. Reset's coming through.
Vision is on that Baron from Cetra, though. Holy moly.
Yeah, Cetra, I'm honestly not sure if it's Cetra doing a really good job of getting the vision or Impulse not doing a well enough job of clearing it. But either way, it's going to be very good for the side of Cetra being able to get those wards.
Looks like Cetra might be posturing aggressively for this Baron.
Do you see the 3-item spike coming through for the Sivir?
4 items.
As well as a full Bloodthirster bot for her.
Oh,
wow.
Man. 4-0 and 5 though. Swifty's doing very good for himself this game, and the Baron has been started. And Visual's gonna be caught out. Look at the damage coming out. He's gonna try to dash away. He's gonna be able to Justice Punch out. But your Nurse, he took Visual half health. But they know the Baron's gonna be started. TP is not available for Rexless, and they're not gonna be able to get there in time. Bluxy is making his way in. Can he get there? No, he's kind of hesitating. And that's Baron going over. But look at the damage gonna come out. Oh my lord, the Gusher Piston's gonna miss. Visual did go forward. He's not going to have Cataclysm comes out. And he wasn't able to flash away. Toad's in the middle of the Swift. He's able to get a kill. That's 2 members down on the side of Cetra. That's 3. That's a triple kill. Coming over. Rexless is able to get the 4th member. Visual is down. And only Beast is alive. And that might be game.
This will be the end of the game, I think. Cetra, oh, you gotta respect that engage, and that's what we were looking for the whole game. We saw the Sivir ult come out, as well as the Jarvan getting in there, getting that flash EQ combo. Oh,
The super
it looks like
pushing in.
Impulse Ghosting will be able to take the game, I believe. They didn't. Death timers, 20 seconds on everybody, 30 on Toads.
That Beast is the only one alive, and they're not focusing the towers as much. They get the knock up on him. He's going to be taken down almost. He used the stopwatch to stay alive for a moment, and he's going to flash out, and he's going to fall. And that's going to be game 2, going over to Impulse Ghosting in series as well.
Great job from Impulse, honestly. I think they just played better than Cetra this series. I think they knew what they needed to do. I think they were a bit late on doing it. I think they could have definitely pulled trigger earlier, but didn't matter, and they were able to get that team fight we were talking about.
Yes, exactly. Impulse Ghosting got the big team fight at the end. The Baron did fall. It went into Cetra's hands, but a little too late. They were taken down very quickly, actually. What a great engage. Your Nurse actually positioning himself in a very good spot on the outside, able to pretty much kill Kessler in one combo. And Visual is already low from the decimating eye laser. You kind of think they would have known he was still up there, being that's what Your Nurse has been doing the entire game. And they just saw him at Visual, or with Visual, but for whatever reasons, they walked to their death for the most part, and they're being taken down. So congratulations to Impulse. They get a 2-0.
Yeah. Well deserved 2-0. I think game 1 was definitely really sloppy. I think game 2 was a bit slow, but I do think game 2 was a lot cleaner from the side of Impulse Ghosting. Doing what they needed to do, getting that early lead, allowing the Hecarim to match that Urgot, getting that lead bot side, that great gank coming through for Blexy on that Jarvan, sitting in that lane bush. Kaisa misstepping just a bit too much and able to take down her as well as the Galio. Really snowballing at Sivir.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now, if we look at this
7-0-7 right now. All right, in this game, Bloodthirster fully bought before that fight happened. I mean, couldn't ask for anything better.
If we look at the graph here, Your Nurse has double the damage, if not more, of everybody on the side of Cetra. Urgot leading the charge with 13,000 damage, but the Spellcaw is sitting at a solid 26,500 damage. Crazy. Great performance from Your Nurse this series.
Nurse and both did played very, very well. But
Did Swift die throughout the whole series?
He died on Varus a couple.
He did? Okay.
But that is going to be it from us. Stay tuned. Tomorrow we will have a makeup series. It is going to be Recon 5 taking on Polar Ace Academy. Tanzo, how do you feel about that?
I think we're going to be able to take it. I'm very excited, and I think that's it.
Should be a good one to watch. But that is going to be it from us. Thank you, Tanzo, for subbing in for Zonite tonight. He's not feeling well. And we will see you guys tomorrow. So enjoy yourselves and stay tuned.